the Baron of Buchlyvie. Ayrshire was renowned for breeding Clydesdales, and James Kilpatrick, Craigie, was considered a leader and a pioneer in the breeding of these exceptional horses, known for their strength and calmness. Clydesdale stallions were greatly prized, and these horses would travel all over Great Britain to serve as mares. Here we tell the story of one very famous stallion, the Baron of Buchlyvie. The Baron was bred by William McKeith of Woodend, Buchlyvie, and was foaled in May 1900. He won many prizes in the show ring, including a championship at the Highland Show, and was notably successful as a sire. The Baron was purchased in 1902 as a joint property by Mr Dunlop and Mr James Kilpatrick, Craigie, for £700. In 1909 a dispute arose as to the ownership. Mr Dunlop stated he had bought out Mr Kilpatrick's interest in the Baron for £1,000. A lot of money in 1909, and around £110,000 in today's money. Mr Kilpatrick maintained that any money shared was related to his share of income the horse generated, and was nothing to do with his ownership. A well-publicised case went to court, the first of which, heard in the Outer House in the Court of Sessions, agreed with Mr Kilpatrick. This was challenged by Mr Dunlop, who took the case to the First Division on appeal, and the verdict from the appeal favoured Mr Dunlop. The case eventually found its way to the House of Lords, which found that the joint ownership of the Baron had never ended. What happened next? The horse was put up for sale by public auction to resolve the question of ownership by Messrs J. Craig Auctioneers of Ayr, a company which still exists today and are sponsors of South Ayrshire's Field of Heroes. Both Mr Dunlop and Mr Kilpatrick took part in the bidding, which, after much back and forth between the two men, in front of an estimated 5,000 people who attended the sale, saw Mr Dunlop concluded the bidding at 9,500 guineas, which is the equivalent of over £1 million today. The story, however, doesn't end well. In 1914, the Baron suffered a broken leg from a kick by a mare, and had to be put down. His remarkable skeleton was preserved and is on display at the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery and Museum in Glasgow. Source: Forbes Times, August 18, 1914. The Scottish Farmer News, 5th January 2018. Saskatchewan Clydesdale Association, 2020.